Hey everybody, now we're back again. And this is Blue, this little gray whale that we have sitting right here. I don't know why she wanted to be showing up on camera today, but she's a good girl. She's a good girl. She'll probably get up and walk on the table, but here we go. Let's see what's going on. We're looking at April 26th through May 2nd. Can you believe it? May already. All right. So we're going to just give our little Celtic cross and see what's up today. All right. Oops, there she goes. I'm wiggling too much for her. Matter of fact, she's a little mad at me because I conked her on the head when she jumped up on my lap. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Let's see what's up. Nice. Oh, lovely. Okay, I'll catch up with you in just a sec. We're laying out all of our 9 and 10 cards. Okay, interesting thing is, first of all, I have to say that we have some 8s in here, and 8s are about change, all right? So this is telling me that we are headed in the right direction now. This is a spiritual path that we've chosen. And I think this is kind of a consensus of opinion for a lot of people that are, what would you call it, woke? We're getting to be more and more of us that are headed in the right direction, okay? We're going individually, but then we'll find out that it's been an accumulation of souls of people that are headed in the right direction, because this is a very spiritual card. It's not really churchy, but it is spiritual because it means that we are achieving our integrity. Yeah, okay? So this is where we're headed, and it's telling me that what we've got is right now change. Change is upon us now. So this is our ideal, and this is the application of it. It's going to start slowly and build to a crescendo. So I don't mean to imply you have to be patient, but it looks to me like it's going to be operating on a level where it's like, okay, we adjust to one thing and then there's another change that comes. So it's not overwhelming. It should be one thing leads to the other, right? And then when this card is crossing, mostly goes upright, in which case we'll have our integrity card showing full. Okay. Excuse the ring, okay? All right. Now, the reason why I bring up this about spirituality and not necessarily just religion or organized religion or church is because I have this particular card, which is the High Priestess card, and she is always about this mystic unknown, okay? Many people think that she talks about, let's do this again, okay? There we go. Sorry about that. This is our High Priestess, and so she's about the spirituality, okay? So know that here we've got this card of spirituality. Wands are always about spirituality, and she's in charge of all of that. But she can also be about secrets about the unknown. So these are going to be revealed. A lot of people are thinking it's like, I don't know, I feel more in tune, I feel more psychic or more hunches and different bits of information are coming to me. That can be the direct result of this particular card. Okay, and there seems to be more of an awakening on that side of our spirituality. It's a little more metaphysical than it has been, but it's encompassing of many more things than just one little minor direction. You can only go that way. With the High Priestess, it's a wider influence, okay? And then some cards, some decks, this card has a Kuan Yin on it, who is the Eastern version of the Mother Mary, okay? And those are believed to be the same person, okay? So just know that it's coming, and it's a better influence than maybe what we've been easily led into before, okay? So it's not spooky, scary, look out for this. It's like, Nope, it's more comforting. We get even more answers to add to what we already know. Okay, all right. Now, I do have a couple of influences here. This looks to me like there's going to be maybe even a renewal of. It's funny, I just saw Lilyvale, which is a spiritualist town in New York. And I got a card of these elderly people, and it looks to me like there might even be a renewal of the spiritualist community in that particular area. So we may start hearing more about them, or they might be offering classes in spiritualism and becomes more popular than it used to be. Okay? And I don't mean to demean it by popular, but it just means maybe more accepting in the general populace. All right, let's have a look. What else we got? Got some interesting information coming from, of course, wands again, which is this, but it looks like males, young males. Not so political as what they used to be, but people that are more philosophical, all right? So it looks like a renewal on that front as well, and appears to maybe be starting in this next week or so, right? So it also is about changing the belief system and what is necessary to make things happen. Okay, so it's less violent than it used to be, but it feels like it's turning a corner so more people can get behind it. So these cards are kind of like tying in together, and it may have something to do with the court cases that we're looking at right now, okay, and things that are going on. And also, and this is really interesting to me because the High Priestess to me is a mother figure. The Empress showed up too, and this may be too. The influence of mothers in the United States is taking on a new role, okay? Because if all the women in the United States got together, they'd be running the place, okay? For some reason or another, there's too many that take back steps. And this particular case is telling me it's going to be an opportunity for more of the mothers to unite. So presentation on political, social, religious, whatever, all of that tied together. And maybe we have the mothers that are taking the forefront. Okay? Kind of interesting there. All right. All right. I have the Five of Wands, which is the card of oppression. And we're looking at that. Well, we also have it next to all these changes cards. So it looks to me like this is another incident that's going to be approached. Another way of looking at things. It's like, oh gosh, and I'm even seeing an opportunity, maybe more people be indicted, more opportunities for people to be incarcerated. Because this looks like a prison card to me. So I think we're going to hear about maybe a significant person that is going to be brought into court. We're going to have to see what's going to happen for them, okay? It feels as though they've been constricted and they haven't said what they know, but they're going to be putting voice to it. So there might be things that we find out that we haven't known about over the last year and a half, 2 years, right? So that's a good card, even though it may be a little difficult to look at. It is bringing about, like I said, change. And the card that we end up with is the card of change. But this is about changing minds, not just talking about change, but this is about changing thought. So that's kind of interesting to me too. This is telling me that people are starting to gather together. They're starting to get on the same page. And it says within the next 5-7 years, things are going to be very different than they are right now. Do not be afraid of minor obstacles. This is set in mind what your goals and objectives are in the next 5 years, what you want to be doing, who you want to be. Quo vadis, who are you becoming? Even the United States is changing on who they're becoming. All right, this is about. Keep your eye on the prize. Minor obstacles, but it's doable, right? As long as we're grouped together, because this is in the friends category, okay? Friends and family. Love this card. This is the star card. It's in the position of hopes and fears. So it tells me that you have to keep your goals lofty, all right? think about taking the esoteric and turning it into the practical. It's your responsibility too. So no longer are we sitting back and waiting for everybody else to do it for us, believing that our congressman can do everything. This card is saying, no, a lot of it depends on us. They're going to do what we tell them to do. All right? So if you don't like what's happening, get involved. Okay? Be proactive. This is the Star card, and that is about being able to take what is maybe confusing and a lofty ideal and turning it into a practical application. And this tells me that you'd be respected for it, right? More of us did this, it might be an easier world for everybody to live in, no matter what country you're in. Okay, so just look for that. I would like to encourage you to, this is telling me more stuff coming on the computer, so this looks to me like there's going to be some job openings, or so there might be some, oh gosh, there's a, oh gosh, different websites that are hiring people like Indeed and other spots like that. They might be opening up because it looks like jobs coming through the internet more, right? So maybe you don't have to beat feet out there and deliver your resume in paper, but you can fill out forms and send it off on an email or whatever. More of that coming, maybe more of those businesses opening starting at the end of this week, okay, or the end of this month for sure, right? Let me see real quick. What do we got? 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards. And what are they about? Oh, they're about powerful women. Oh my gosh, look here. What do we got? We've got the Mother card. Okay, look out. If a mom gets her mind made up about something, it's going to happen. We've got the High Priestess card. She's the Holy Mother, the whatever religion or whatever spiritual beliefs you have, it's the feminine aspect of it, okay? And then what do we have? This actually is Kuan Yin, who is this. So we've got all bases covered, and this is the real and practical, all right? So we've got all of our strong females showing up this coming week. Keep your eyes open for these. And those of you that want to put a statue or some sort of a form in your, maybe you have a little shrine set up or something, this is an excellent one. Have a look at her. Isn't she beautiful? It says Kuan Yin. And she's kind of like a transgender Buddha, kind of like that. All right. So I strongly recommend that you put one of these in your environment. Goddess of love and compassion. Beautiful thing. Right. Now, I did one little road trip with a friend of mine, and we went to this place. I'd like to encourage you to go. First of all, the place needs our support. But the other thing is, have a look. Can you see what it says? It's Harupa. It's a discovery center, Harupa Mountain Discovery Center. They are putting together like, it's almost like a magical place, but it has dinosaurs that a guy made out of metal. He welded them together. Those are, you can see it from the freeway. This is off the 60 freeway near Mount Rubidoux. And they have gardens. They've planted iris. It's like huge beds of iris. They have cactus plants. They have succulent plants. And then they have turtles for the kids to see. They're opening more things all the time. Right now, they're only open on the weekends. So if you get a chance, look them up, all right? They will soon have their tours. They invite children's groups from schools, so it might be a low-cost thing that you could do with your kids, but definitely was a fun thing. They have a gift shop, of course, so I had to buy some plants and a couple of stones. Look at this. Magic egg. Plenty of those there, and you can use them to help you focus. You can put them in your little landscapes or whatever. And then we have this little crystal, little quartz that's absolutely, positively clear. And it only has 1 point, so it might be something that you could carry with you to help you keep your focus, all right? So I think that's all. Wait, I think that's all that we have for today. Well, I know what I want to do. You guys want to do the guess the card? Whichever one you want is going to be important for you this week. Okay, so here we got our 3 cards again. Okay, we've got card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. All right, so decide which one you want to pick. This is funny. All right. All right. So if it was card number 1, this is a card that we have for you. And it is what? The Priestess of Cups. Back to the woman thing again. This is about the emotions of females, and it's about understanding other people as well. So if you have hunches or intuitions or feelings about people that are around you, you're going to get an idea of why they're acting the way they are. So trust your hunch. I think you'll be spot on with that. So if there's any one person you're having trouble with, slow down a little bit with them, because we never, the thing about walking in somebody else's moccasins, definitely true here. They're suffering from something they cannot talk about. So keep your heart open and be compassionate with them for this next week. Okay, card number 2. Okay, this one sometimes looks a little scary. What is it? It's the 7 of Swords. Everything's almost worn off my poor little cards. But what this tells me is you're going to be in an environment where there's a crime of opportunity. It's not threatening in like, I'm going to get something from you because I know who you are. But this implies that you may have left something out, didn't put it away, weren't taking perfect care of it, and somebody walks by and goes, oh, I'll have that. They don't know who you are. They don't even know what that stuff is. But if you're not paying attention, they'll walk away with something that's important to you. So watch your stuff this week. No running home from school and throwing your bike on the front porch. Somebody will walk off with the bike. Okay, the reason why I believe that card is I had a guy that came to me years ago at the Whole Life Expo, and he got that card, and I said, you need to watch your car because it feels like somebody's going to break into your car and maybe steal something. And he's like, oh, no, I've got an old junker. Nobody cares. Whatever. Well, I came back the next week and was working there again. And he comes in and he goes, oh, I have to tell you, I had an old beat up Blaupunkt in my piece of crap car. And somebody thought it was a good radio and they tore up the dash of my car just to get that old broken radio out of it. Ta-da. All right. So just be mindful and avoid it. And then the last card, this is the third card for you guys. This third card is the Empress card again. When's Mother's Day? Heads up on Mother's Day, okay? So those of you that still got your moms around, you actually are blessed, and I want you to appreciate them. So spend some time with Mom, not because you have to, but because you need to. This is showing me that it's ruled by Venus, so there's going to be some love that needs to be shared, and it feels like Mom's the one that needs to receive, not get. Give, I'm sorry. Receive, not give. All right? So here we go. Mom card, what it means to you. Mindful of it for this next week or so. Okay, that's all we have for today. Remember, this could be a very powerful week for whom? Women. These are major arcana cards. These are the power cards. So pay attention. Okay. God bless. Take good care, and talk to you soon. See you later. Bye.